Welcome to BioClass. Here, today we'll discuss virus, viroid, and lichens. Okay, so virus, viroid, and lichens. Uh, Already you know that these two parts it is there, the kingdom plantae, but kingdom plantae we'll discuss in chapter 3 because in separate chapter is there, so that here we are not discussing. And kingdom animalia is chapter 4, the big chapter, and many things are there, so that here it is virus, viroid, and lichen. Let's start. Okay, in five kingdom classification, the virus is not placed. Virus, viroid, lichen, all are not placed. Whitaker not thought about that these are they should place uh, in their classification. They are acellular. I think you know that the virus is not a living cell, so that maybe in that reason the virus is not placed there. So how what is the structure of the virus? That if we see by taking one example, now you know that now it has discussed that coronavirus. Let's take this one. Okay, so here we can see there are two components. Two components here. One is genome, that RNA, that means genetic material. You can see that the single strand here, one this RNA is there, and other thing you can see here. All these things, these are made up of protein. Either this protein is makes the envelope, makes the spike. See that the spike is the binding part. It is attached to the human body. So this is the binding sites. Then envelope is there, nucleocapsid is there. It means all these are protein. Here is one enzyme is there. This is also protein, and the membrane. It means here we can see in coronaviridae that it means that the basic structure here, that one is genetic material and protein, so that we can decide that the genetic material plus protein, this is the structure of any virus. Okay, so here it is a 3D view. You can see also that here same thing that I have shown here. This is the genetic material, and all other things, either envelope or enzymes. There is few enzymes which are there, and here it is the outer shape, and here it is the sectional view of it. Okay. Okay, now it is very clear that in virus there are two components, that protein and the genetic material. Okay, now this genetic material, what kind of genetic material is there? Here in case of virus, DNA and RNA both are the genetic material for there. Okay, DNA can be present in linear, can be present in circular. See that in linear, this is ACEs. ACEs means single stranded. Single stranded. We know normally DNA is double stranded, but here single stranded is possible. Here DS means double stranded. So double stranded and single stranded, both kind of DNA is possible. Either it is linear or circular. If in the circular DNA, you can see that the structure, then it can be single stranded or double stranded. So in DNA part, in RNA part also, that linear is there, single stranded RNA, double stranded RNA. So it means that the single stranded and double stranded DNA and RNA both are present in virus. Okay. In circular, the only single stranded is available. Here you can see that the few name that of the virus. Okay. So basic thing you have to know about this. This is a very important part. The virus genome, it is DNA and RNA, whether it is single stranded and the double stranded, that kind of format it is there. Virus means poison. This name is given by Louis Pasteur, and 1892 Ivanovsky recognized it from the tobacco mosaic virus from the tobacco. And after that it is demonstrated that this is infectious agents, and from plant to plant, animal to animal, it can infect. Stanley in 1935 it shows that the virus could be crystallized. So it means that very important information here. Now here also we will see that whether this virus is living or non-living. There is controversy. If we can see this about, so basically it is non-living. It is non-living here, and it is composed of nucleic acid and protein. Just now we have seen nucleic acid, DNA, RNA, double stranded, single stranded, and it a disease causing agent. Okay, study of virus is called virology. Now if we compare that the living cell and the virus growth, no growth is there. So a virus will not grow like all other cell or living organism. Homeostasis, internal balance is not there, no metabolism is there, no protoplasm is there. Okay, so all these things are there in the cell. It means here it can support that virus at non-living. So virus cannot live without the host. It is obligate parasite. It can be crystallized. There absence of respiration, no energy system is there, metabolism is not there, growth division is not there. Okay, so all this can support that it is non-living. But another side still there, which is the very strong support that the virus is the living. Look at here, the nucleic acid, I mean DNA are in the genetic material. It is here. Reproduction is possible. When they'll get the host cell, they hijack the host machinery and they can reproduce. And in cell the reproduction is there. The nucleic acid structure, core, all these things are there. I think mutation is possible in both. Presence of enzyme is present, antigen is present. Okay, so here in virus enzyme is there, in virus antigen is there. Antigen, it means these are the living characteristics which is there in the one enzyme. You should keep in mind that reverse transcriptase. So ability to show mutation, they can reproduce, they are having DNA, RNA, they are having antigen, they are having enzyme. Okay, all this here it can support that the virus is a living. So that there are two sides that you have to keep in mind. Okay, virus is having different spectacular shape. You can see that the TMV tobacco mosaic virus, here is the capsid, how it looks like. Here the RNA is inside. One thing you have to remember, whatever structure it is, but there are component, there are two. That is, one is the nucleic acid, DNA or RNA. Another is the protein outside. Here you can see that just now I have shown that the coronavirus. Here also the same inside that genetic material and the outside, but it looks different type, different many other virus also there. Next is viroids. Viroids. What is this viroid? Here is a very small part in your book. In 1971, T.O. Diner discovered the new infectious agent, which is smaller than virus, and it caused several plant disease. Basically, this viroid is for the plant diseases. The lack of protein coat. They're only the free RNA, the lack of protein coat that you have to, and RNA of the viroids low molecular weight. Let's see this one, this facts once again. Um, this one here, viroids. Viroids, it is very small in size. Mm, it is a circular RNA molecule capable of autonomous replication. The size is very small. You can see that all are infectious particle. It causes the certain plant disease in some human also, and consists of the only RNAs. It means that RNA is there, but no protein coat outside. Protein coat is absent. Also infectious, another type of agent. This is called viroid. Viroid, this word it means virus like. Virus like agent. Viroids. Okay, OID, it means there's something like. Okay. So next is lichen. Lichens are symbiotic associations. It means they are associated with algae, in between algae and fungi. Okay. The algal component is known as phycobind and the fungal component is mycobind. So, which are autotrophic and the heterotrophic, both here closely associated. The algae will prepare food and fungi can give the shelter and water also, which is absorbed. So, this type of close relation. Let's see this, the facts, different facts here. The lichen. Okay. So here internal structure, you can see this part. This uh, photobind cell. These are here. These cells here, it is magnified. So this is fungi, and this is algae. Algae is green color. Okay. So they are associated. You can see that this association, close association. So you cannot separate. Here fungal hyphae, it is associated with the algae. This is the close association of these two is called lichen. So here the chlorophytes or cyanobacteria, here Ascomycetes, Basidiomycetes or Deuteromycetes, whatever the fungi, here it is there. So the two parts here, the phycobind and the mycobind. Mycobind is the fungal part and the phycobind is the algal part. Okay, so here you can see that different areas of of the lichen, different areas. All right. So here is the end of this part in this chapter. So next chapter is plant kingdom, and after that animal kingdom. These two big chapters are there that we will discuss. Okay, thank you.